Have you ever wondered what would happen if you stopped talking for just one day? No phone calls, no unnecessary conversations, no arguing, no explaining yourself. Now imagine doing that for 14 days. It may sound impossible, but for one young man named Ethan, it became the most life-changing decision he ever made. Ethan wasn't unhappy because he lacked money or success. He had a decent job, good friends, and a comfortable life. Yet every night he felt mentally exhausted. His mind was filled with endless noise, social media, emails, meetings, opinions, and constant conversations. He realized that while the world had become louder than ever, he had forgotten how to listen. One evening, after reading about the benefits of silence and mindfulness, Ethan made an unusual decision. For the next 14 days, he would only speak when absolutely necessary. No small talk, no gossip, no pointless debates. He would communicate only if it was truly important. His friends laughed when they heard about his challenge. "There's no way you'll last 2 days," one of them said. Another joked, "You'll probably go crazy." But Ethan smiled. He wasn't trying to prove anything to anyone. He simply wanted to discover what silence could teach him. The first day was much harder than he expected. He kept catching himself wanting to interrupt conversations, share opinions, or fill awkward moments with random words. For the first time in years, he noticed how much people spoke without really saying anything meaningful. Instead of talking, he listened, and what he heard surprised him. People often repeated themselves. Many conversations were driven by complaints, gossip, or the need to impress others. He had been doing the same thing without realizing it. By the third day, something began to change. His mind felt slower, not weaker, just calmer. The constant stream of thoughts that had been racing through his head started to settle. He became more aware of the sounds around him, the wind moving through the trees, birds singing in the morning, children laughing in the distance. Things he had ignored for years suddenly became beautiful. His coworkers also noticed a difference. Instead of reacting emotionally during stressful meetings, Ethan remained calm. Instead of arguing, he observed. Instead of trying to win every discussion, he focused on understanding. People started respecting him more, not because he spoke louder, but because when he finally did speak, his words carried weight. Silence had made his voice more valuable. At home, Ethan discovered another unexpected benefit. Without constantly checking notifications or engaging in endless conversations, he finally had time to think. He began writing in a journal. He reflected on his goals. He asked himself difficult questions. Am I living the life I truly want? Why do I spend so much energy trying to impress people? What actually makes me happy? For years, he had been too busy talking to hear his own thoughts. Silence became a mirror. It showed him fears he had ignored, dreams he had postponed, habits that were quietly stealing his time. By the second week, Ethan felt like a different person. He became more patient, more focused, more confident. He realized that confidence doesn't come from speaking the most. It comes from knowing when speaking is truly necessary. On the 14th day, Ethan ended his challenge. His friends eagerly asked him the same question. "So what did you learn?" He smiled before answering. "I learned that silence isn't empty. It's full of answers." Everyone became quiet. For the first time, they listened carefully. Ethan continued. "We spend so much of our lives trying to be heard that we forget the greatest skill is learning to listen." He explained that silence had reduced his stress, improved his relationships, strengthened his focus, and helped him understand himself better than ever before. He also realized that many problems grow because people react too quickly. Silence creates space between emotion and action, and in that space, wisdom begins. From that day forward, Ethan didn't stop talking forever. But he changed the way he spoke. He chose his words carefully. He listened more than he interrupted. He valued meaningful conversations instead of endless noise, and slowly every part of his life improved, because sometimes the loudest lesson you'll ever hear comes from complete silence. Remember, silence isn't weakness, it's a hidden form of strength. Those who master silence often master themselves.